And the federal government has made its position on involvement in the war in the Middle East clear. Canada will not be participating in an offensive capacity in the ongoing conflict. That's part of what we heard from Canada's defense minister today. He was speaking about a promise in the federal budget for billions of dollars in new spending for Canada's military. Now we have more details about how and where that money will flow. Some of it will be used in Ingersoll, Ontario, and that's where David McGuinty was speaking. The CBC's Rafi Boudjikanian was listening into that announcement. He joins us now live from Ottawa. So Rafi, tell us a little bit more about what the defense minister was unveiling today.
Essentially money for ammunition producing capability in Canada, Arthi. So he announced $1.4 billion. A lot of that, some $306 million, will go toward IMT Precision, the munitions company where he was speaking. And the idea there is to build a brand new facility in London, Ontario, that would specialize in producing 155 millimeter artillery shells. So the kinds of shells that go into howitzer type artillery cannons. The company itself saying that it's pleased this government is starting to view the arms industry as more of a partner in the government's own defense increase agenda.
It rightly recognized that artillery and munitions production in Canada needed bolstering, and fast. It recognized that this is not just a manufacturing problem, but rather a national security problem that Canadian companies can solve. Canada needs to be prepared for the realities of today's world, and IMT is ready to do its part.
Other parts of this $1.4 billion envelope are going toward an expansion of an existing General Dynamics plant on Montreal's North Shore in Repentigny, Quebec.
Certainly, Rafi, have seen a refocus on defense spending under this federal government. And so I'm wondering, how does Canada's commitment to meet NATO spending targets factor into what we're seeing be announced?
Well, it's all a part of these calculations, right? So yesterday we saw the defense minister in Brampton, and he was there at Rochelle and a company that specializes in building armored vehicles, and he announced money there toward building a fleet of new ones that will go to Ukraine. And so the minister is insisting Canada is on track to meet this goal of 2% of GDP spending on defense by March 31st. Have a listen.
We will be achieving our 2% spend by March 31st. Stay tuned. And this is not a last-minute spending spree. This is the culmination of years of work in some cases, certainly the last year, in laying track to set up the announcements to be able to actually now execute on a plan. We have a plan. And the plan in this case is to make absolutely sure that Canada and our Canadian Armed Forces have the ammunition that they need. Any surplus ammunition can then be shared with our NATO allies.
As you noted, Arthi, he was also asked a lot of questions about Canada's stance on the Middle East and reiterated once more that the government has no intention on taking part in this war on Iran, that it had not been consulted prior to the strikes getting launched. It still says, though, that if any allies in the Gulf require help in defensive capabilities, then Canada would start considering that.
Rafi, thank you for the latest on this. That is the CBC's Rafi Boudjikanian in Ottawa.